I think that's the best I can do it. Okay. Okay. Hello, hello. I thought I would go live to make a live video of how I am going to add the mask and the symbol to my flat bat. So I just want to see. Let's see, I think I need to come over here more. Just gonna get my camera set up here where I can get a good view. This is looking good. All right. Yeah. Again, this is just an unexpected live. There we go. All right. So I just finished my flat bat second one. This is the first one I did. Of course, this is one of my original designs. This is flat bat. And I made, so this mask in his little emblem there is what I'm going to cut out and add to this one. So this one I did with white eyes. And this one is a navy blue and it's very dark and it looks really cool. This one I did with royal blue. I think this one looks a little more to the vintage colors. I like this one. It stands out a little bit better, but I also like this one. And I can't wait to see how he looks with his white eyes. And I'm also curious how he would look with yellow eyes. But anyways, I did want to do some little details, but I have to go get my fine black yarn because I think I did forget it. But let me look and see if I have it here. Whoa, I'm always forgetting something. No, it's not here. I think it's back in my desk. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I will be right back. Okay, I found it. I like to use this. It's a I think it's like a 1-ply yarn. I like to use this for outlining details and stuff. So, I'm gonna write a message here. Okay. Okay, if you are new, my name is Danita, and I am the owner, operator, and designer at UndoKarma on Etsy and YouTube, and Cut My Canvas here on Facebook. This is a Facebook Live, but I will be uploading it to YouTube so it can stay there for anybody that ever decides to do one of my flat bats, and if they have any questions, maybe this will help them, especially when it comes to the mask and the emblem. And then I also like to sew it together, and I add a clip on the back of mine. I like it because then I can clip him to hang just about anywhere on anything that I can clip it on. Great for photo ops and all that stuff, because I like taking my flat members places for fun little photo ops. So I will be cutting out the hole for this one here. See the second piece, there's just a little hole. I don't know if you can see. And then so I cut the hole has to be big to get this in, and then once it's in, before I sew the second piece on, I do this, and then this is actually sewed to this second piece on the inside before I attach it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out these two pieces. If you have bought the pattern from me, whether on Etsy or here from me direct on Facebook. Let me get this out of the way. This is my flatbed pattern. Has just basic little instructions, because basically all it is, it's one piece that you just do the single continental stitch. And then it has the, I believe this is an old pattern. I might have made this image bigger on the new printout pattern. I'm not sure. So I'm going to cut out his mask and his little emblem. I like it. I think it gives it a little extra texture, making him fun. So let's do that. Alright, and I have this piece here that I think I can get the mask out of. If I cut it. Yeah, I think it's big enough. Yeah. So I actually like to cut the mask out upside down, because then you can just start on, I always start on the bottom right usually, and then you can just count up 13 and then just start cutting this way. I find it's much easier. So let's get started on that. So I've already gone through and counted all the holes, so it's easier for me to quickly cut. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then one more. Alright, now I can cut this way. 6. 5. Okay. Now the fun part. To cut out his eyes. Oh, I can't wait. So this is going to go up. Yes. All right. And I have a certain little pair of scissors. I like these by Loops and Thread. I can put a pair from Amazon in the description below when I upload this to YouTube. You can tell I've worn out. I've had these for so many years. This has been my original pair. I use these for getting little pieces in the canvas. I find they work best because I can get right in there and cut the bars. Okay, let me see where I do this start. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 2, 1, 2, and then down 2, down 1, 2, and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go. There is one eye. Alright, and then we're going to do the other eye, which is how many holes in between? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we start 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 1, 2, 2. Up 2, then 2, then 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn around and do 3, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2. All right, there we go. There we have his mask. And that is going to go on there. Yes, I can't wait. And I did his eyes a little bit bigger than on the pattern. I did. I'm glad I did. Okay, now I'm going to cut out the little emblem, which is really nice and easy. I can put these back. I think it'll fit out of this little piece here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Oh, no, it's supposed to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. 8. 4. There I have it. All right. Now there's a couple ways you can attach these two pieces to your flat bat. You can stitch them both up completely, and then you can hot glue them in place, or you can sew them in place, or you can hot glue and sew them in place. This one here, what I did was I gave it a little hot glue to keep it in place, and then I sewed it on, and that way it stays on. It does not come off, because hot glue is really good at attaching yarn to yarn, but there's always a possibility. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to stitch it halfway, and then the other half of the way when I'm going to stitch it in place. And so on here, I am actually going to do the black first. So I'll show you how I do that. All right, I have to 6. Okay, I have to put on my glove because my hand is not happy. This does help. I do a lot of cutting, so this helps. And I just made them fingerless gloves, so now they help when I'm doing the sewing too. Okay, I'm going to do the little emblem in here. 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, and then 3. 2, 3, 1. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to bring the yellow yarn. So I will just show you how I do this one, and then that'll pretty much give you an idea how you can do the mask as well. This should only take me a couple minutes to stitch this up. Not all the way. If you want to watch, that's great. If this is on YouTube, you could just fast forward it a little. And if you're not following me on Facebook here at Cut My Canvas, you might think about it, because I will be doing a couple more members to this part of the flat family. I was requested by a 6th grade elementary class to make Batman a friend and a girlfriend. So when I get finished with this guy, I will be designing a flat Robin and a flat Kitty girl. They will be next to join the flat members. And then I have a notion to design a blue flat hedgehog. Yes. Maybe a flat ghost I would like to make. A flat jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, that would be kind of fun. Maybe a flat bunny. Yeah. Could use a flat bunny with a little basket full of eggs. That would be a good idea. The possibilities are endless. Alright, we're halfway done with the bat symbol. It is quiet out in the chicken world today. So far, anyways. Whoops. Sometimes my fingers just don't want to work. One more. Alright, let's get the other half here stitched up here real quick. So if you watch any videos on my YouTube, I do not have a video editing program. I don't know how to even begin editing videos, and honestly, I don't have the time to edit videos, so you may want to just fast forward through some some of the boring spots. I don't blame you, I would too. All my videos are real-time videos. No editing at all. So all the mistakes are included. I'm really not making this to gain a bunch of followers. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do any of that. I'm just making this video for anybody that purchases the flat bat pattern and, you know, needs just a little extra help on doing these pieces. Or just some little tips to guide you through making your flat bat. So yeah, I have lots of other little tutorials that I've made on my YouTube channel, similar to this. Sometimes I just pop on, I just get a harebrained idea and I just turn the camera on and go with it. And sometimes people pop on during my lives and join me, and sometimes nobody has a clue that I'm live. Like right now, nobody has a clue that I'm live. That's okay. I wanted to do this, I figured, well, if I'm going to make the video, why not just go live and do it? And others can join me if they're around. Alright, almost done with the black bat symbol on here. Hopefully I have the yellow yarn sitting over here because it is not on my desk. Alright, there we have the bat symbol. So I'm going to end this black. Alright, I'm going to pop over here and see if I have the yellow available. Oh, my leg hurts. And I do. I got lucky again. Okay, so on this one, on this flat bat, I used this yellow and I didn't realize how bright the yellow was going to be versus this one, a more low-key yellow. I really don't know which one I like better, honestly. Let me know in the comments which ones you like better. If you like the bright yellow that stands out, or the more low-key, like light yellow, that, because this is also more of a darker flat bat, I guess. So I guess it all depends. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at this through my laptop over here, through the camera, and now that I'm looking at this through the camera, I'm really liking this one better. It stands out more. Interesting. Okay. But this is the same yellow that I did these details on. So that's the yellow I'm going to use on here. If I can find the correct end. I don't know which one was correct. to, and I am counting the yarn here for my kits. These will be available in kits. The flat bat, once I get this one complete, and then soon here on Etsy you'll be able to purchase a complete kit for this flat bat, which will include the pre-cut shape, so you don't have to do any of the cutting, I'll cut it for you. The pre-cut shape, all 3 pieces, and all the yarn. And I haven't decided yet if there will be options. Okay, what I'm going to do on here real quick is I'm not gonna sew this entire piece in. I'm going to do a row real quick, and then I'm going to do the outside edges first, and I'm going to show you why. This is just a little something I taught myself one day many years ago. Kind of saves time, so you're not like, I don't know, you're just doing one stitch, not having to stitch this and then go back and re-sew it onto your piece. You can do it both at the same time. Whoops, let's see how many times I pull it out of my hand. That's 2. Let me know if that happens to you often. My pieces are extra long. Normally I don't cut them this long, but I have my own reason why I did this time. Okay, now I'm gonna jump in and do the outside. So I'm going to whip stitch on the outside real quick. I'm going to start here, and I hope you can see. Start here in the corner and whip stitch around. Let me see if I can bring this down a little bit lower so you can kind of get a better bird's eye view. I don't know if it's going to go lower. A little bit. I think I've got it a little bit lower. Oof. Not much. Not much, did Oh well, I did try. Yeah, I'm just going to whip stitch the edge of this all the way around really quick. Yeah, I guess it'll be all right. Generally, I like to add 2 or 3 stitches on the corners. It all depends on the thickness of the yarn. It's a really nice thick 4-ply yarn. Usually 2 stitches will do it. Then if it's not quite a thick yarn, I may sometimes have to do 3 stitches. You have to forgive my rooster, that is Mr. P. It's been very crowy today. you can really design your flat bat in any colors you want. You can even give him a red bat. I mean, red cape. You could give him purple pants, green belt. Ooh, green eyes. I wonder how that would look. You can make him any color that you want because he is your flat bat. Alright, I'm almost done with the edge here. I really am trying to do this really quick. Some of you may already know this little... Whoa, this yarn is picking up everything. This little technique I'm going to use to sew this onto the flat bat here. I'm sure that there's many that don't, so I wanted to come on here and share. I like to share, especially when it comes to plastic canvas. I like to help keep this craft going, so anything I can do to help somebody so they don't get frustrated and give up on it, then I am here to do it, and that's what this is for. Alright, coming around the last edge here. Trying to do this as fast as possible so I don't bore you to death. You can get in a great arm workout too while you're sewing. You know that. Instead of like just doing little stitches, take and stretch your arm all the way out. Every time. Really work your arms. You can really give yourself a good arm workout. Then do the other arm. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to put a couple stitches. I'm going to fill in up here a little bit. I'm going to fill this in here and then I'm going to fill this in here and then you will see why. So let me do that real quick. Oh my goodness, that's 3. That is 3 in a short time. I think because I'm rushing. Oh my goodness. Alright, when you get a little knot like this, sometimes put your needle in the center and give it a tug, and then it should pull right on out. Remember, it's just loops. Little loops. I gotta stretch my other arm here a little bit. Now my hand is falling asleep. Carpal tunnel. I've been working really hard to get him stitched up really quick. I've been counting the amount of yarn it takes to make him by feet, measuring him in feet. Yes, gotta have an accurate account of yarn to go with the kit. I'm hoping eventually to have all my flats available in kits as well. Alright, I'm almost. I'm going to do one more row after this. And then I'm going to stitch the rest of it in place. right on the flat bat, so that while I'm finishing stitching it up, it's also going to be stitching it in place at the same time. So after I finish this row right here, I'm going to do that. Alright, so let me move all this out of the way. So what I'm going to do is bring my needle up so it's on the front side. Give my hand a break. Then I'm going to determine where I want this to be. And I'm thinking this looks pretty good right here. So then what I'm going to do is hold this in place. I'm kind of lining it up with the row here to keep it straight. And I'm just going to find the hole and go right down in here. There we go. So I'm going to keep on stitching, and now as I continue to work the piece, it'll also be stitching it in place. And I'm just going to hold it to kind of keep it straight, and you can feel the hole underneath your needle as it goes through. Just poke around until it comes up, and that's it. That is my little trick I wanted to share. So now when I'm done stitching this piece, it will already be stitched in place. So let me know in the comments below. Did you know about this little trick? Do you already do it? Or did I just teach you something new? And I am not going to drag this on any longer. You get the idea now. That's just what I wanted to share with my flat bat. I will do the same thing with his mask. I will stitch it black, do all the do around the edge, the whip stitching, and I just stitch a bunch in here. Don't forget to whip stitch the insides of the eyes first, whip stitch the outside, and sew a bunch here, and then I will just pop them on there and sew it together, and that's it. So there you have it, and there is the flat bat too. I will put in the comments below the direct link to my Etsy shop if you're interested in purchasing the flat bat, and come visit me on Cut My Canvas on Facebook. That is it. Thank you, and have a lovely day, and happy stitching.